Hello there, it's Alana, and I want to show you how to use your calculator to find both the correlation coefficient, the coefficient of determination, and the line of best fit, aka the least squares regression line, or the linear regression line. So I have some data right here, let's grab it right here, that has the percent of students on free reduced lunch and the percent that pass their math tests. So I want to type this data into my calculator. So that's the typical stat edit thing. I'm going to make this get smaller so I can see my data here. So 29, 29, and so on. All right, and then I'm going to go type over to the right my my values, my response variable values. I can't talk and type at the same time. All right, 60, 47, 62. There they are. Okay, good. And now we've got them in there. Now I want to go to, before I forget, oh my goodness. I need to go to catalog. Now this is a one-time only thing, which is above your zero. So second zero, and you want to go down to the D's. You will only do this once. You will never need to do this again. You're going to be turning a switch on basically in your calculator, namely the diagnostic switch. Okay, so you're going to go to the D's and you're going to search for diagnostic on. And if you want to go fast way, alpha D. So if you hit alpha D, that gets you to the D's, and you want to go down until you find diagnostic on. There it is, diagnostic on. And you want the little arrow on it, and you press enter and press enter. Then it's done. Now forevermore your calculator will have the diagnostic on. Okay, so as I recall, stat edit, you type your data in just like usual. Then you hit stat, go to the right to calculate, and you want to choose number 4, which is linear regression AX plus B. So choose that one. And now you want to tell it where your X and Y data is. So your X is your explanatory variable, which in our case is L1. Your Y list is your L2, your response variable. Frequency list, remember we are always leaving blank. The only time we ever use frequency list is weighted means in section 3.3 and one other time in section 6.2, and that's it. 6.1 I should say, and that's it. The rest of the time we always leave it blank. Now if you would like, you can actually store your regression equation. Let's say you want to use it for a later problem or something. So let me show you how to do that. You don't have to do this. This is optional. So the L1, L2, that's not optional. But here, this is optional for the storing. So you hit vars, go to the right to Y variables, pick number 1, and choose any one of these you like, but generally I choose number 1. All right, so that's optional if you would like. And then you go down to calculate and hit enter. And it'll run it. And then you can see right here at the bottom, there's your correlation coefficient, negative 0.688. And then for section 4.2, it's going to ask you what your regression equation is. That's this number right here, negative 0.283x plus 69.108. So let me type those in. So your correlation coefficient would be R is about negative 0.688. So that's here in 4.1. Then let me scroll to 4.2 where it asks about the regression equation. For a similar problem, right here, the line of best fit, that's the regression equation line. That would be y hat technically, because it's a regression equation, it's an approximation, equals ax plus b. That would be y hat equals, now a for us was negative 0.283. So y hat is approximately negative 0.283x plus, what was that number? 69.108. Okay, so there's your regression equation right there. All right, oops. All right, and then later in section 4.3, we ask you about the coefficient of determination. Let me pull that up. Which is right, oh, it's going to get there, I know, right here. So it's the same data set, and the coefficient of determination is R squared, which the calculator also found. Whoops, the calculator also found. So it's 0.473. So that would be r squared. R squared is about 0.473. And there you go. So that's how to find all of those with the calculator. So the calculator finds the line, and it finds the coefficient of determination and the correlation coefficient, all for you. Now, just in case you're curious and would like to know it, the calculator actually also will make a scattergram for you. Let me show you how. So if I go to y equals, you can see there's my equation. See the negative 0.283x? See there's the x plus 69. It's kept all sorts of decimal places for me. And if I go up with my up arrow and to the plot 1, see how it's blinking, and I press enter, then it's dark. And that's going to turn on a scattergram. All right, then I hit zoom number 9. Zoom 9 is zoom stat. There it is at the top. My fault. Oops, I went too far. Zoom stat number 9. And it's going to make a scatter plot, and there's the line coming through. Beautiful, huh? So it should look a lot like the one that I have here, and it does. See? There's that one school that's way far below what we expect it to be. All right, so that's how to make a scatter plot, and how to find a regression line, and how to find the correlation coefficient and the coefficient of determination. You hit stat edit, enter your data, stat calc, number 4. You don't have to store equation if you don't want to, and run it, and there it is. All done.